Today we'll be learning how to create graphics with the Canva app using your smartphone. First thing you need to know is how to download PNG files. PNG files are icons and any kind of graphics that actually have transparent backgrounds, and you can download them from different websites, and one of the websites that I'll be telling us today is www.png3.com. Now, until you're able to subscribe to this particular website as a premium user, to use this website for free, you're only allowed to download 2 PNG files per day. So I just found the PNG that we'll be using for this graphics, and once I've been able to download this particular file, I'll be using this same file that has a transparent background on my Canva app. Canva app can be downloaded from Play Store on Android and also can be downloaded on the Apple Store for iPhone users. Now let's get into the Canva app. Now I've been able to pick out the particular PNG file that I downloaded from www.png3.com. And remember, if you need to import any kind of file from your gallery, what you just need to do is to click the plus sign at the left hand corner of your Canva app. So I've been able to import this particular image. Rotary opens doors, but I don't need the full image, so I'm going to crop it to what I want. I'm going to cut out the part that I don't need. I've done that. Now I'm shaping it into what I actually want. Okay, so what I just need to do now is to resize it and shape it. Now when you make the image smaller, there's actually a small button that comes so that you're able to move it freely, because now the image is now smaller. And I'll keep importing different PNGs that I need for this particular design. The idea of design is for you to be able to give or keep it at the needed place that it's supposed to be. Once the alignment is right, then your design would be looking as professional as possible. You need to know where to place whatever thing that you want to place on your graphics, your logo, or whichever thing at all. You need to know where to keep everything. Now the nudge button helps you to properly place whatever you need to position in your canvas. Now you use the nudge button to literally move it as little as possible. If maybe your hand coordination is maybe moving this particular image too much. Now we've gone to the elements. Now I've written the rectangle shape. You can get any kind of shape from the element button, which you can get from the plus sign. Then you go to elements. Now you've seen that I've been able to place what I need. Now I need something else. I need the Instagram icon. I'm getting the Instagram icon. All these things now can be found in the Canva app, not in your gallery. You can decide to download a PNG of the Instagram icon to your gallery, but the Canva app already has all these social media icons, so it's best to just use what is available. Remember, the Canva app we are using here is the Canva app that is free, but you can also still upgrade it to a premium user. Now we've gotten the Facebook icon and we are placing it to where we want to place it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to also be doing some adjustments. Now what I'm just trying to do is to make sure that I bring in everything that I need for this particular design. Let's go to text. Now we've gone to text and we will be putting the handle of this particular design. So the first thing you need to understand is that when you are using text, or when you have decided to put in text in your graphics, you need to decide the kind of font that you will be using for this text, because your typography is basically what makes a good graphic design. So for the font or typography, we'll be looking at using Open Sans, just to make it as simple as possible. Okay, So I picked out the Open Sans Hebrew condensed font, which we'll be using for the handle, and the handle is at Rotract Woji Town. The next thing will be making sure the font is very eligible, so we are going to later spacing, and we'll be adjusting it so that it is very much legible. It has to be properly seen wherever it is. Changing the color now to white and placing it on the triangle that we put there. Remember, we had to enlarge the triangle so that it fits into the way we want it to be. Okay, so we just made a duplicate, and I want to write something else. You're invited to her fellowship, and then there's a particular kind of font, Sacramento, that we'll be using for this area. Now remember, your font style is basically what makes a good design. Once you're able to understand the kind of fonts that you use, then I'm pretty sure your designs will come out as good as a professional graphics designer. Okay, so I'm trying to adjust it to suit. I just brought in another shape, which you can always find at the elements area. Now we're looking at text. I'm looking for something that glows, so we'll be looking at this particular style. I would also show you how to do this without just picking it from the templates that you already have. Now the fellowship, or the tag for this fellowship, is get together. So we're changing the right up to get, and we'll also be changing the glow, now the neon glow, to white. But I would have to first of all adjust it to fit into the rectangle space there. Okay, once it's a little smaller, it's always very difficult to navigate, but that button right there close to the text by the right hand always makes it very easy for you to move it around. Get together. Now if you watch closely, you see that I'm picking out effects. I'll first change the color of this particular design. Together, I'll change the color of this design. Okay, let's go to font first of all. Let's pick out the font. So we'll be using Montserrat font, probably the semi-bold Montserrat. Okay, the semi-bold Montserrat. Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay, then make it bold so it stands out. Remember, this is the tag. Changing the color to white, placing it, and then I want an effect where the together is glowing like the previous text, which is the get. So we'll go to effects. When you choose effects, you go down to neon. Now neon basically tells you or shows you that it glows, or gives the effect of it to glow. So I've chosen that, and we can now see that the font right there, or the text right there, is now glowing like the other one. Okay, so let's try to adjust it to it's always very difficult to get these things done, but remember, you have to just have steady hands. If you need to use the nudge button, you move it to exactly where you want it to be. Now the Canva app has just been made to suit you and make sure that graphics is really easy to use. So I would advise anyone, instead of just going to pay a graphics designer out, there are some easy graphics that you can always use, or you can always create, and you can do that with just your smartphone and on the Canva app. Okay, so I want to change the color of the Facebook icon from blue to white, and then the other one to pink, so it actually suits the background that it's in, so it's looking way better. Now let's see how we go on to complete the design. I've gone to the elements, and now in the elements you get to find different shapes, and I'm looking for circle. Okay, I've seen and I've picked out the circle I want. Is big. You just need to resize it to what you want and place where you need to place it. Okay, so let's bring in the date and time PNG. I also downloaded this particular PNG from www.pngtree.com. But remember, this particular kind of icon is also available on the Canva app. The only thing you just need to do is to go to elements and use the keyword date or time, and then you would see icons that represent date or time. Okay, so bringing in more PNGs and placing them where they are supposed to be. Okay, elements, we're looking for location icon. Okay, so I've seen one that I think, yes, just resize it and place it where I want it to be. It's as simple as that. You don't need to start designing anything. Everything is already there. You just need to be able to know the keywords that you need to use. If you're looking for location icon, you search location and you would get it, whatever thing you're looking for. So let's still bring in or write up some new things. Location, would have to write down the address of the place, pick the style of font and place it where we want to place it. That's the name of the place, and then we'll now try to put in the actual address, number 24 Elito Street. Now remember, this simply tells you that you can recreate whatever kind of flyer or graphics. This is just basically telling you that you can do this and you can do that. You might not need to replicate this exact flyer. You can do something else with the knowledge that you've already gathered here. Okay, let's try to make sure we arrange. The idea of design is to make sure that everything is where they are supposed to be so that they can easily be seen and there is a meaning to your design. Now we're looking for the telephone icon. Okay, telephone icon, it doesn't matter the color, so I'll just pick this one here, and what I just need to do is to change it to what I want. It's as simple as that. Keep changing it. I want it to be all black, resize it and then place it where I want to be. Then the only thing I need to do is to just bring or write out the numbers. Now even if you're writing out numbers, you need to also know the kind of font you're using to write out numbers. Everything or every idea of graphics is to make sure that your font, your icon and even your background is giving your viewer exactly what the graphics is actually about. So you're actually creating an idea and presenting it to whoever is going to see it. So the font we are using for the numbers here is Montserrat. I keep Montserrat. I keep forgetting. Montserrat font. Okay, this particular font is very popular among graphic designers. Okay, so we've put that in there, 2 numbers, and then we would also then write the for more information. Okay, for more information, then the phone number just gives you an idea of what it's supposed to be. Okay, so the font we're using for this, Open Sans, condensed, Okay, change it to bold. Let it be bold. Okay, now remember, you need to, at the end of the day, rearrange. No matter how your graphics is looking, it has to look really good, because now from the beginning you're just placing stuffs where they are supposed to be, but you still need to arrange your work at the end of the day. Okay, so we brought in another PNG, but I don't want everything here. I just need to crop it to what I want. So I really just want the write-up in this particular PNG, which I also downloaded from png3.com. Now I would have gone somewhere else to make sure that I just cut it out, but I want to make sure that I use the Canva app for everything that I want to do for this particular design, so that you understand that you can actually just use the Canva app to do everything that you need to do when it comes to flyers. So we'll be looking at getting face mask icon. Yeah, you can also get your face mask icon from the Canva app. Okay, so I'll just pick one. This one doesn't really look good with the graphics itself, so we'll be changing it to suit this graphics. Like I said, whatever icon you pick from the Canva app, you can change to whatever you want or desire, as long as they are not premium icons. Premium icons are only for those people that have paid for the premium Canva app. This is the free version, and now we're changing this icon to what we actually want. We can actually pick out the color from the Canva background itself, so it suits the particular design that you're doing. So we've picked it out, and we are changing the other part of it to black. Okay, black. Also change this other one to black. You see that the face mask icon is now looking more exactly. This is good, but there's just something about the background. I think it's just too plain white. So let's see what we can find on the Canva app. Let's go to background now. Okay, I'll just search for, I need ground. Search for ground. Let's see what pops up. Ground, something that has to do with the ground, a background that is ground. Basically, if you check, yes, this is nice. This looks good. Okay, because if you see the PNGs there are people jumping. So the idea of it is they are jumping from the ground on a beach. So I think this gives it the final touch. Yeah, let's go back. Okay, resize it a bit and place it properly. And yes, I think this is looking very okay. It's looking very okay. So just one final thing, the transformer icon there, I want it to really show. So let's try to put a white rectangular background to support it. Yeah, okay, so resize to what you want, and then yeah, let's see, resize it, then change. Now you have to, for you to place this so that it is behind the icon right there, first of all change the color to what you want. You go to position. From position, now you now change it position. You click position, you change it to, for it to move back. So now you see that it has gone behind that particular icon, so it is highlighted, and you position it the way you want. But I think this is it. This is what we want. So you save your image and then it downloads it. So let's check out how our design is looking.